Time now for the Staci and Hutch Say Too Much podcast.
Hide the children.
Where, you guessed it, the dynamic afternoon duo say way too much.
I won't shave armpits. Does it hurt when it grows back?
If there's any ingrown situations, that can be very painful.
No, seriously, that was way too much.
Pit stains. I think they're sexy in certain situations.
So if you're still listening, here they are to start the pod.
Why? I never.
Staci and Hutch.
All right. Well, we got a special episode today of Staci Not Say Too Much. We are talking with Kylie Minogue. Has a new album coming out September 22nd. And can't wait for you to hear it. We talk about that. We talk about her in Vegas and the difference of music between her being super popular in the UK and her having the longevity here in America that she's had. So let's talk with Kylie Minogue. There you go. Hey, Kylie.
Hi, how are you?
I hear you're in Paris, just living the lifestyle of traveling again, finally.
Just relaxing, sitting on the terrace, drinking coffee.
If only that was the business, right? Hey,
That's
so
very
congratulations on the song. We're playing it and we love it. It's such a cool vibe that I think from when you started in this business at such a young age to where you are now, it's kind of cool to look back and just see what you've done, really. I mean, a lot of people don't look back at their lives and reflect, but I'm sure you have, just to kind of see what's been going on.
I don't in my own time, but certainly when it comes time to doing promo and interviews, that involves some self-reflection, some kind of looking back to where we've been. Because I'm living my life every day, but for everyone else, like, where have you been? What have you been doing? But at this point in time, when I do look back, I'm kind of more blown away than ever, really, that it's been such a long time and I've had all these different opportunities. You like enjoy the highs, ride the lows, and here we are now with tension, and it feels like a good time, and it's reaching people well, and I'm just loving seeing people's enjoyment.
Yeah.
They are going, we're here for it. And that's the best I could ask for.
And let me say something about this too. I haven't heard the album. The single is awesome, but it makes you just feel good in a time of many years where people haven't. And myself and my partner Staci are such a huge fans of exploring mental health and talking about it. This is one of those songs that hasn't come out in a long time where you're just like, wow, I listened to it and I'm ready to go. I feel great.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah.
And was that the intention behind the song?
In making the album and searching for not only all the songs of the album, but where are the singles? And then what's the first single? But in making the album, it was really about having no limits, no restrictions, just diving in and going, is that a good song? Is that saying what we want it to say? Is that making someone feel something, whether it's just feeling good? I like that there's quite a bit of abandon on the album. That's not just Param Param is pretty specific about that's your heart, that's the heartbeat, and et cetera. Not going to deep dive into the verse lyrics with you, but we know them, we love them, we've been there. But yeah, I'd say that MO for the album and for the singles was what works best as a song.
You said something interesting there, and you and I grew up in a time where albums and whole collections of songs were a story. It was a thing where you listened and you bought the whole album. And now our lives have changed to where singles are hits. TikTok is going to make or break a song too. How weird is that, to where you're writing for, and maybe not you, but I know a lot of people write for singles now and put it on an album instead of storytelling. Is that difficult for you, or is that something you're kind of embracing?
To be honest, that wasn't on my agenda when we were making this album. I mean, other than it isn't the kind of the landscape of doing very long self-indulgent songs, although hopefully they still have a place somewhere. But I guess we were just really trying to go back to, Hit You Between the Eyes song. There's
Yeah.
other songs on the album that are, have a little bit of extra uh, time on them, and I'm happy that I have that on the album. But yeah, it didn't color too much of the making of the album for me.
What has it been like the past couple of years? I know you're touring, coming up doing the Vegas residency, but I mean, you're touring, doing all this press and stuff. What has it been like to try to record all this? I know you had a studio follow you, but it's got to be hectic. Your life has to be the past couple of years just been like go, 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 go. Do you find the downtime?
It's pretty go 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 now. I'm gonna say, uh, I it's been go 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 for a long time. But for making the album, I was able. Yeah, I carried my studio around everywhere. It's like my my companion. Sometimes I would think, it's you again. Okay, here we go, set up. But it's been overall such a kind of freedom for me to be able to, either sketch out ideas, kind of put up probably a mic more like you've got there. But if it's time to really do the recording, it's set the
Got
big
it.
guy up and really try and. I mean, I have been in super comical situations in whichever hotel room or wherever I am. How do I soundproof this room? I mean, how I didn't twist an ankle or break a limb or something. And, trying to get
Yep.
computers over over the bed, or I mean, literally, it's so far from glamorous. But it got the job done, and I have a real sense of satisfaction in doing all of that. Yes, I've loved self-recording.
I tell you, I'm so excited for September 22nd to hear the full album, and a lot of people are so excited from this new music for you. What inspired you to kind of go, okay, you know what, now's the time, or why wasn't the time years ago? Why is it now for you
For what, sorry?
to release the album now, release all this new music?
Um, I've released the last release was 2020, which I know brings back a lot of memories for everyone.
Feels so long ago.
It feels so long ago. So I would have started recording this album mid 2021. So for me, it wasn't that far, but I know in the bigger scheme of things, and particularly in America, I'm really enjoying spending more time with all of you. So maybe in your kind of impression of me, it's like, where's she been? What's she doing? Well, she hasn't stopped at all. But I think with the combination of the last two albums I feel like there's really been a journey, and being here now with this particular sound, I don't know, it's just time, or just what's around, what we're into, subconsciously what you tap into.
What is the biggest difference between music being released or accepted in the UK versus America? What is the biggest difference you see? And you're like, that's so different. I have to do this.
Yeah, for me, I've just been. They just know me. They've had a lot more of me. I was on people's TV screens twice a day in the late 80s, and it was the show that I was on, Neighbours, was a phenomenon. So I've got that base in many parts of the world, but not in America. So I think for America, it's like, that's the locomotion girl. Oh no, that's the la 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 girl. And maybe now I'll be the padam padam girl. We'll see.
Oh, you definitely. I mean, listen, I feel like you kind of know, because you're doing a residency in Vegas. That's not an easy thing. I mean, you're among the lights of Celine and Garth Brooks, and you sold out your shows. That's not an easy thing to do. And Vegas is huge. You've got a ton of competition, but you did it and you conquered it already before you've even started.
Well, that's very reassuring. I like the confidence. I've yet to really, get into rehearsals and everything. But yeah, I think that speaks to my fan base, and this is an exciting new experience for them to be in Vegas, B in this brand new custom made venue, which is tailored to the evening. So my understanding is that over time, the venues in Vegas got bigger and bigger, which is great to accommodate so many people. The normal kind of setup with rows and rows of seats, I will keep doing that forevermore, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
But this particular club, it's more old school vibes, but we're going to put a lot of modernity into this more old school club environment. So you're going to be on your little banquet sofa, or you've got your drinks, you got everything. It's more of an evening with.
Yeah, it's super, and from what I understand, it's super interactive too. So people can get up and dance like the club vibe. They can enjoy themselves.
And at this stage, I have no idea what's going to happen, whether people will go crazy. Knowing my fans, they probably will, and I will encourage that. So I'm really hoping and anticipating that I will love the performance as much as they will love the show.
Is it weird to have a performance where it is people in rows of seats and they're just sitting and then clapping and listening and sitting?
No, because that's normal. That's just normal. I guess I'm just trying to illustrate how this. I mean, it's still being finished. When we say I'm opening this place, I'm opening it.
You're doing it.
So yeah, get ready. But yeah, just it's they're really attempting to do something unique, and I'm delighted to be part of that.
So the album not being released doesn't count in this next question, or
Okay.
Vegas. What has so far been the best part of your year?
And you're taking away my album release?
I'm taking away, because that's obvious. That's so exciting for everyone and your fans. I got to take that away. There has to be something.
That is the most exciting part. Okay, can I use a bit of my album though?
Of course you
Wrapping
can.
up the album.
Yes.
Wrapping up the final song to go on the album, which was I flew from Australia to from Melbourne to London, which if any of you have done that journey, it's
exhausting.
It's you're tired at the other end. And I went straight to not to a studio, but we again just had this like makeshift studio set up. And my lovely producers, I think I was driving them I need to ask them. I'm going to see them in a few days. Did I drive you crazy at the end of the album? Like, I'm so panicked about everything, and I want every detail to be there. So I would say that was a really exciting moment for me, where we, through my jet lag, finished this song, and then I felt, okay, I've done everything I need to do for this album.
Well, I know people.
And, shooting Padam was also a lot of fun.
Well, I was going to say, it's watching that video myself and hearing people talk about it, watching the comments on Instagram. It's a fun video. If that wasn't your first, I know it's going to be your second as your best part of the year, because we haven't seen videos like that in a long time. People don't do that anymore.
Wait till you see the next one.
Oh, are you amped? You're anting up. You're telling me, hey.
Well, the next one's out. If the next one's out, you guys are going to catch up. You're going to catch up soon.
Okay. Well, now I'm going to Google it, and then I'm going to have to call you back and be like, hey, you were right.
Hey, let's talk about tension.
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited for the September 22nd for you and to hear the new music, because I know a lot of our fans, our listeners, are really loving Padam Padam. And so we can't wait to see you, and in Vegas. So congratulations again ahead of time.
Thank you so much. I'm so touched, and I'm like over the moon that people are loving Padam and making it their own. And yeah, if you're doing any videos, I will probably see them. Sorry.
Okay, good. Sounds good. You scroll that TikTok and the Instagram, you watch what people are doing.
It's been so much fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Well, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. It would be super fun to go see her in Vegas, throwing her Venetian residency. So congrats to her on all that success. It was great to talk to her. So there you go. That is Staci and Hutch. Say Too Much. We'll see you next time.